Hi, it's Chris. In this video, we're going to show you how to remove and replace the upper agitator in your Whirlpool washer. Changing the agitator in your Whirlpool washer does not require a lot of tools. In fact, it only requires a 7/16 socket. The only thing that's a little unusual is you're going to need some extensions. You need to be about 15 inches from ratchet wrench to the end of your socket in order to reach down inside to where the bolt is. Keep in mind, if your machine needs to be repaired, it's usually simple enough to do it yourself. Visit PartSelect.com, enter your model number, and quickly find and order the part you need. So the main reason you'd be looking at having to replace this part of the agitator is that over time and wear and tear, they'll either gum up from the fabric softener that runs down inside them to possibly stripping at the bottom where the little tabs interlock into the actual lower agitator itself. So the first thing we want to do is just open the lid of the washer. We need to remove our fabric softener dispenser. And to do that, you're just going to pull it right off. Now, down inside the agitator, there's a bolt. So this is the bolt that's at the base of that agitator, and this is why we need that long extension with the socket in order to get all the way down in there in order to remove this bolt. So now that you have your socket with your extensions and your ratchet, just drop it right down in onto the bolt itself and just loosen that nut. As you can see, the bolt was fairly long, so there's a fair bit of threads to undo. So once you have the bolt loosened to the point you figure it's threaded out all the way in order to release, just take hold of your agitator and pull it right up out of the machine. So now that we have it up and out, you can see our upper section and our lower. Press down on the lower half of the agitator and grip the base of the upper one, and you can pull it right off. And there's the bolt that we had to loosen from the inside. So we take that away, and bring in our new one. So with the new agitator, they're going to give you a new bolt, but you'll see the new bolt has a bit of blue Loctite on it, right from the factory. But the most important part of this is this black rubber seal. So that when you tighten down on this, this seal compresses, and this is what keeps the agitator watertight, so that water's not going to go right down past the shaft and water down into the transmission. So now we want to put the bolt down into the center and have it protrude through. Now you can drop it in and wiggle and jiggle and shake and hope that it's going to go into the hole, but there is an easier way. Just take your socket on the extension, put the bolt in it, then take your agitator, turn it upside down and lower it on. So now I'm just going to take and invert the whole assembly with the bolt still in place. Bring it down onto my lower agitator, slip the bolt through. Press that agitator down into place. And then I'm just going to take and lower the whole assembly. Ratchet still attached to the bolt. Set it down into place. So now my bolt's already lined up and in position, and I can just thread it in. So the old bolt came out really easy just using your hand. The new one, because of the new Loctite on it, it's going to be a little stiffer. So thread it as far as you can. When you feel that Loctite starting to grip, just put your ratchet handle on and tighten it up. Now that you have that good and tight, just bring in your fabric softener dispenser, set it on top, press it into place. So it's just that easy to install the upper agitator in your Whirlpool washer.